If you're really into Denver history and you want to dig a little deeper, you're in the right place. Beware you don't dig too far down in Cheeseman Park or the Denver Botanic Gardens. And that's because the bones of Denver's early residents are likely still there, waiting to be found. Here with the eerie details, the man who knows everything Denver from the cradle to the grave, Dr. Colorado. How are you?
It's great to be here.
I tried to sound as spooky as possible, dun dun dun. So tell me all about the bones in the park. Is it true?
There are still an estimated 1,000 bodies still left there. So if you're there with Denise with your doggie and your dog starts to dig, beware.
That is so crazy. When did the cemetery begin and who commissioned it?
You can see a flyer there from Mount Prospect Cemetery, and it was General Larimer who founded Denver City November 22nd, 1858.
Yeah.
Had everything for a city but a cemetery. So that spring he heads up a mile east of town on top of a hill and founds the first cemetery, Mount Prospect.
What happened to Mount Prospect Cemetery? Why did it turn into a park?
It starts out as a private cemetery, then it becomes the official city cemetery, and then after other cemeteries are built, it's converted to Cheeseman Park and the Denver Botanic Gardens, which is great. That's why the plants grow so well there. They're fertilized.
They're fertilized with an extra human. What happened to all the bodies? Did they move any of them or just leave it there?
Most of them, they supposedly moved all of them to either Riverside or Mount Olivet or Fairmount Cemetery, but they missed a few. You can see it was a pretty haphazard operation here.
Wow, my gosh, is that a coffin?
That is a casket being dug up.
I would imagine there was a huge outcry when that started happening.
There was, especially after they figured out that McGovern, who was supposed to get paid $1 a body, was moving a toe at a time, a finger at a time.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Things in the body.
You guys have pulled my leg a few times here, especially on April Fools. This is in April. Are you serious? Are there really bodies buried there?
There are indeed.
You're not joking?
Now here's one of them, Denise. Look.
Oh my gosh!
When the city was doing the sidewalk along Denver, along Cheeseman Park, they uncovered 3 corpses 2 summers ago.
That happened in 2010?
Right.
Are you serious? That's not a fake picture.
Right.
Do they know who that was?
No, they're trying to figure out who it was, but they never could.
And when again did Cheeseman Park replace the cemetery? What year?
About 1910. This is an aerial view of it in 1910. And you can still see, if you look closely at the top of this, some old tombstones.
Whoa, my goodness. That is just nuts. And the Denver Botanic Gardens is set right above it there?
Right. And that was Mount Calvary, the Catholic cemetery. And it was the last to be vacated. But every time they plant new things in the gardens, they come into a casket hinge or finger or a toe or whatever.
I am surprised this isn't on more shows, like nationally, people doing stories about this. It's pretty fascinating. What do you find most fascinating?
It's been on a lot of shows, Ghostbusters, and a lot of national shows.
And it's been proven?
Yeah.
Wow, what do you find most fascinating about it?
Well, that incredible transformation. Oh, and the different ethnic systems there. You had a Chinese section, you had an Odd Fellows, you had a Jewish, Catholic section.
Really?
All in one cemetery, which serves the whole town at that point.
I understand that you're doing a slideshow on this so people can learn more.
Right. Hope people will come out to the Denver Botanic Gardens, where we're going to do a slideshow and a talk on that transformation from cemetery to conservatory.
And I bet this is a popular place around Halloween. Do people go there to celebrate?
It is, and supposedly in the early morning sun and late afternoon sun, you see the depressions, the fallen
Stop
graves.
it. You are joking. Seriously? Stop. All right, mark your calendars for Thursday, September 15th. Tom, Dr. Colorado Noel, shows a slideshow on Denver Botanical Gardens from cemetery to plant paradise. The viewing takes place from 6 to 7 p.m. with a social hour following after the presentation. The cost is $15 for Denver Botanic Garden members and $20 for non-members. For more information, or if you'd like to register, call 720-865-3500. You can also visit botanicgardens.org.